Hello and welcome back to LovelyGirlieBits. So this video is a little bit different compared to usual ones. So usually on my weekly video I'll film everything in the one day, but I don't know if you remembered, if you watched last week's video, I was kind of saying that by doing that, by filming everything on the one day, I was like not coming out to the garden as often as I would, or not kind of doing like little bits of jobs that would only take like a short amount of time. And so I was like, right, I need to flag that. So this week I did a few jobs on Sunday. I did a couple of things yesterday. I had planned to do more, but it was just too hot. So yes, speaking of which, I have a sweaty moustache area. But here in Ireland, like you probably hear myself and Catherine, we go on about the weather, like we send each other weather chats every day. We'll send screenshots of our weather app because she's about like 25 minutes, half an hour away from me. Her weather can be different to mine, and we're obsessed with the weather. We also, oh my god, curly hair. We also don't do well in the heat, as in the Irish population. The Irish love talking about the weather anyway, but our houses are built of kind of bricks, of concrete. They're built to keep the heat in, and so when it's hot like this, we're just like but I must actually do a beauty video on what makeup, skincare products I use in the summer essentials. If you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments below. So on Sunday when I came out, I just brought the camera out, I pointed it, I wasn't kind of thinking about what angles I was doing, I just wanted to do the job. But document it as well, so that when I go back I'll be able to see the progress, because that's what I really like as well. You know, there's sometimes when you get so impatient and you're like, oh, this is taking ages to do. So today I'm going to do like a good bit, I think, and I had to give everything a good water last night because, as I said, it's been really hot, so I'm trying to do it in the evening so that it's not like getting a chance to evaporate the water, because yeah, I just want to keep everything going as much as I can. And I've just realised that there's dahlias that are there. Oh my god, my poor little peas, I can see slug juice on them, but I've dahlias just behind you there that I just sprouted up from last year. I didn't dig up the tubers at all. There's like a little trailing, what's that thing called? Petunia that has just bloomed today out of nowhere. I'm going to show you that as well. Actually, let me show you a few updates as to what's happening in the garden, and let me put my sunglasses on because it is sunny. I'm trying to stay hydrated, and I need to top up on my SPF. I got sent this yesterday from Lancaster. It's satin dry oil. Oh my god, it smells so nice. Let me show you a little update. I need to tackle this section here because it's very overgrown, and like look at the size of verbena. It's taller than me. But look at this rose bush. Oh my god. I love that it has like little posies and like the roses are different colours. This one here is just flying up, so I will need to just tie those in just to make sure that they all go up the arch. Okay, this is one of the little, what's it called? Purple tower petunia. Aren't they gorgeous? So I'm thinking about putting them in a big pot so they can trail down over something. These are the sunflowers that I repotted the other day, coming on. Now it is only 4 days. The cottage garden area is looking so good. I feel like it looks really full, and there's a nice mix of like greenery, of pinks, of purples, of whites. This here is one of my favourite grasses. It gets quite tall, like the little spiky bits, but this week they started to bloom. This little hydrangea has little buds on it as well. I love this one, it changes colours throughout the year. I'm loving how this area is developing, so all those pink foxgloves have really come into their own over the last few days. So they kind of team well nicely with the candelabra primulas, with the geraniums. And actually I need to keep an eye on this geranium. This seems to be more sprawled out compared to that one and that one. But also that just shows you that all those three were one plant last year, so later on this year I probably will be dividing them again, and so we'll do that together. And seeing this, so my mum's friend gave her that little tree. We just keep it in that pot for now, we don't know what to do with it. But look at the snapdragons in there, so they're self-seeded. Oh, speaking of which, see the little things on the candelabra primulas? I want to save those seeds. I save some of them, but let them also seed themselves. So the veg beds are doing well. There seems to be a bit of life in the beans at the end, so I'm hoping that I haven't killed them completely. I think the peas up the thingy there have died a death. And the tomatoes definitely look healthier. They look happier there as well. This one here closest to us, the leaves were all curled up until the other day. So I've just been making sure to give it good water. Not much happening with the carrots now. I do see there of seedlings popping up, so I did them in 2 lines, so at least I'll be able to tell which are seeds or seedlings and which are weeds. Look at the sweet peas, aren't they stunning? So we're going to add more. Oh my god, the noise of the birds. Hope you can hear me now. So yeah, I'm going to add more string up this one here, and then we have some here as well. The colour, they're just so vibrant. I've never grown really bright ones like that before. Usually I just grow like pink ones like those. You see all the strawberries there? So we have to try and pick them every day. Like leave some for the birds, but then we try to pick some here. This veg bed is really taken hold. So the peas have taken an absolute jump, and the beans too. So I'm excited to see what happens here. So that's this week's garden video. It's a bit of a mishmash, but can you hear this? It's raining. Now it's only a little bit raining. I think it's supposed to rain more tonight, but you'd miss the L rain. Here in Ireland we get like a lot, as you remember in previous videos where I'd be trying to film outside, but now it's okay. I don't mind. A few little plops. The garden still looks all over the place, but I feel the better of having gotten those jobs done. In yesterday's footage, I just, as I said, had no plan. I had a couple of things that I wanted to do to take off my list, and I think I did them. But I think I'm going to pick some sweet peas now actually, and maybe film it for a reel. So yeah, if you have sweet peas and they're starting to bloom, keep cutting them, because if you don't cut them, they'll start to put that energy into forming seeds. We don't want that yet. We could do that like later in the season, but if you cut them, the energy will go back into helping continue to grow. Because lads, I want my sweet pea arch to be like a proper arch. But I think we're supposed to have rain over the weekend, so hopefully that will help things grow and bloom. I feel like it was a good productive week in the garden. Thanks William for watching this week's video. I'll see you next week. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe if you want to continue come along this garden journey avec moi.